Today on our self-improvement segment, we are going to be talking about something very important. That's maintaining you in motherhood. So if you're a mother or preparing to be a mother, this segment is for you. And even the partners of those preparing to be mothers or mothers, this segment is actually for you. Because usually in the beautiful journey of motherhood, women often find themselves navigating the delicate balance between nurturing their newborn, their families, and also still, maintaining their individual identities. So today we're going to be talking to the founder of the Modern Day Mom Enterprise, who is also a philanthropist and a TV personality, Vanessa Jan. Hi, girl.
Hi, Chris.
How are you?
I'm good.
You're welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
You're looking beautiful.
Thank you.
Yes.
So are you.
Yes. And as a mommy, how do you keep all this together?
I think I'm very intentional about me. And I think women need to realize that before they became moms, they were an individual. And so trying not to lose that essence of self is very important.
Right, right. So what advice would you give to new mothers about prioritizing their self-care without feeling guilty? I'm asking this question because usually as new mothers, you are more focused on, the baby, and forget yourself. And when they forget themselves, they usually become someone else.
Yeah.
And I don't want to say new mothers alone. And even as an old mother, I'll call myself an old mother because my son is a teenager. Sometimes I kind of like feel guilty on how I still be me, enjoying myself, and not always the boy.
I think that's about knowing that you are loving your child. You're not leaving your child behind because you are taking care of yourself. You're still nurturing your child, you're still raising your child. It's different if you're neglecting your child and you're just focused on you. So something like me, I can go self-care day, but I know in the back of my mind, I'm thinking about, okay, today is my day.
Right.
Because I know my child is taken care of, my child is loved, my child is in a safe environment, even when I'm out, doing anything for myself.
All right, so recently on Instagram, there was a video of Nigerian author and feminist. Everybody knows that Chimamanda Adichie, the one that lives in America. And she had a baby recently, and she actually came out on the video and said, I think if I didn't have this baby, I would have written 2 books already that I plan to write. The motherhood is hard. It is hard. Don't let anybody tell you it's not hard. And don't feel guilty. Don't feel guilty about trying to indulge or enjoy yourself sometimes. So what are some of the strategies that you put together or would advise women to practice when it comes to taking care of yourself as a mother?
So motherhood is difficult. It's a roller coaster ride. Today could be perfect. Tomorrow you're screaming. Tomorrow you're smiling. But I think it's really important to have a tribe and a support system. Even if that support system is one person that you can talk to. This is what I'm going through. Because that person, especially if it's another mom, they can relate. Oh, I went through that, or I'm also going through that, so you know that you're not alone on the journey. But having a support system is number one, like especially when it comes to other moms being that support system.
It's funny how I've been in this country for a very long time and I never realized that there were, mom groups. You were the one that made me realize that there were mom groups. Like, I think you were speaking on your phone one day, you were showing me something on your WhatsApp. And then I saw mommy group and I'm like,
There's a lot of them.
Yes.
I joined my first mommy group when I was pregnant with my first child. So that was about 6.5 years ago. Almost 7. And I found it to be the greatest support, especially being a mom in Ghana. And I'm fresh in Ghana. I wasn't born and raised here. So navigating, where can I get this? Even what doctors to go to, what's the best healthcare? Having that group was like amazing. And then even after birth, let's say my son was sick. Oh, something's happening. Doctors are on call. Here, call this doctor. Here, V, do that. It's been the greatest help when raising, children in Ghana, especially if you haven't been raised here yourself.
Yeah, yeah. But how important are these mommy groups? Like, apart from the mummies, you know, showing you, okay, like this is the best healthcare and all that, are there any other contributions that they actually, you know, add for you to, you know, balance and be a good mom and still be you?
So they even have like meetup sessions. So
Oh.
yeah, like it'll
Oh.
be, okay, we're all dropping our kids off at our various schools. Let's go have breakfast, or let's do happy hour, you know, or today let's all do something with the children. But in a couple of weeks, it's just us moms. You know, they really do maintain the balance. And I love it because there's moms from different age ranges, and there's single moms, married moms, divorced moms. So, you know, you get to get a view of motherhood as a whole. Yes.
But if you didn't have this group, like, what would have happened?
You know, I think I still would have been able to navigate it,
Right.
you know, but the research more certain, like when I say like healthcare, that's something that it should be surface level, and I would have had to dig deeper.
Right.
But having them there, it just made it easier.
Yeah, so but as a philanthropist, obviously, we know that every year that you try to help mothers who can pay their bills in some hospital around you. Going around these hospitals and speaking to these moms, do you think these moms actually need some of this support? And if yes, how have you helped them get some of that?
Yes, they do, and that's why when we go do our donations bi-yearly, we also talk to the moms, you know, and we also have the relationship with the hospitals, the various hospitals and clinics we've worked with, that if they need our support, we are a phone call away. But at every event, we do speak to the moms. We allow them to ask all the questions, any and every question they want answered. We have the support there for them.
Right. So have there been any critical issue that you've seen with a mother losing her identity?
I see it all the time. Especially now with the group I have, you know, because I'm the founder of this group. So things come to me directly. And I get DMs all the time. And, you know, I hold conversations with these moms, let them know that it's not an easy journey. Maybe sometimes from the outside, when I post, everything looks, you know, so now even on our page, our mommy page, my personal one, I not expose more, but I'm honest more. Like this morning, well, not specific, this is an example, but this morning was a lot for me.
Yes, I see.
You know, like, listen, so that they can relate and know that, you know, okay, it's not all peachy cream, and it will be okay one day, eventually.
I like the way you say it's not all peachy cream, because when someone sees you from outside, they don't know, like sometimes you've
just gone off in the car, and then I come out the car and I'm like, you know, because we have to balance it, you know.
And you know, talking about your personal page, that's the Modern Day Mom, GH. How important was it for you to start, you know, documenting some of your everyday life as a mother?
Right.
How did you think that this will actually help, and have you gotten any feedback from that?
So the funny thing is, I didn't know how much people paid attention to it, but I do get the feedback or the responses like, sis, I went through this morning. My son did not want to brush his teeth either, you know, so they love the reality. And not just, okay, let me just post, okay, I'm going to the grocery store. This is what I bought at the grocery store for the kids, but more of, this is what happened this morning. Okay, it's 5 p.m., I'm gonna go bath the kids. So the modern day, they pretty much know my schedule. By 5 p.m., the kids are bathed, you know, then it's dinner. And then I let them know, listen, I got the kids to bed. Like I'll do like a voice thing. The kids are in bed, so now I'm gonna catch up on some work. So they know like what the routine is for me. And then it's like, okay, well, okay, maybe I can follow that routine, get guidance from that routine. Yeah.
You know what? I actually wish I, you know, met you when I was pregnant, or when I became a fresh mommy.
Right.
I think this would have helped, because I am one of those people that felt like, oh, I lost myself.
Right.
You understand? I lost myself because I felt like I was young.
Right.
Yes, and trying to navigate, you know, having a baby, and also trying to, you know, go through the whole process without losing my mind, even though I had a bit of depression. You know, and I really wish I met someone like you at that point, because, or I met, you know, any mommy groups at that point, because that would have really helped. You understand?
And you know, also for me, my friends were all moms before me. Most of my friends, yes. So I also have watched them. I have a friend who she gave birth to her first at 17.
Oh, okay.
You know, and I saw how she navigated the situation. Now she has 4, and now she has one that's in college. How is she managing? So I take also like tips from like what I see and then include it into mine.
Right,
And
right.
yeah, if it doesn't work for me, I try something else. If
Right.
it does, then perfect.
Yeah, so but what advice would you give to new moms right now, or moms that are, grappling with, the confusion of, I still want to be myself and I still have this baby to care. Babies are a lot.
Yes.
Yeah, so what advice would you give them?
It's okay to ask for help. I think that's what a lot of moms are afraid of, because they feel like they have to do it all. You don't have to do it all, you know? Get the help if you can afford the help, you know? If you can't afford, ask a family member. Today I need time. And be honest, it's not, I need time. I need to clear my mind. Even if it's 30 minutes out of your day, that makes a huge difference for a mom, So it's all about asking for help. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Don't be shy and don't be embarrassed about it, because motherhood is a journey that you're always learning.
Right.
Even you, your son is a teenager, but you're still learning every single day, So you can't blame yourself if you do something wrong. You take it with a grain of salt and then you try again.
Right, right. Well, how can people reach out to you? How can people reach out? Where can people find you? Like new moms wanting to, follow you and understand what's really going on how I can learn from modern day mom. Yeah.
So they can find me on social media. Twitter, it's at Vanessa_Jan. That's also on Instagram, and also Modern Day Mom GH on Instagram.
Right. So, like, any plans for mothers like this?
Yeah.
This coming
So we
season?
have 2 donations next week. That will be happening, and we'll be paying the discharge bills of moms that are detained at hospitals, which we usually do year round, but December we do it on a bigger scale. And then on Saturday we have a brunch for our mommies. So if you follow me on socials, you can definitely DM me and find out more details on the Modern Day Mom Holiday Brunch.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Thank you so much. It was
Chris.
really nice having you on the
thank you.
show. And congratulations in everything that you're doing.
Thank you.
For actually thinking about mummies, because really, we're not really thought of like that.
Yes.
But it's very important that we have these conversations, because usually most people think it's easy peasy to be a mom, and not knowing that we have to struggle and have fights with ourselves and try to balance it out. No, it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. So thank you so much.
Thank
it was
you,
really nice
Chris.
having you.
Thank you so
and
much.
if you're wondering who we've been talking to Vanessa Jan, the founder of the Modern Day Mom Enterprise, and she's also a philanthropist and a TV personality. If you want to reach out to her, all you need to do is hit her up on her social media and follow her and know everything that she's doing.